Greetings, sanibonani bakithi. I'm Sipho. This is the Q's podcast. Yeah, I'd like to reflect on the issue yaka Rutendo Matinyarare from Zimbabwe. Oh, that guy's dope. An intellectual. And he knows his stuff. I've actually watched all his episodes where he was interviewed on the panel show, which is called The Convo now. That guy, my favorite one is the one in which he speaks about the history of South Africa. So, there was an interview he did with Leanne. So, and yeah, it got a lot of people talking and it divided a lot of people. So I just want to weigh in on that video. I realized that we are all fallible. We all do make our mistakes. And I think that the Rutendo has done an amazing work, especially for telling a good Zimbabwean story. Whether he's a ZANU-PF puppet or what, I don't know. But he really did an amazing work, especially in regards to the sanctions, telling a Zimbabwean story. So I think it would be best for him to go home and also fight for the country, as he's been saying, because of Leanne also told him that he must go back home, since he's saying that Zimbabwe is such a beautiful country and it's growing. And Zimbabwe has all these mineral resources like lithium, the gold. So I think that my brother Rutendo go back home and help the people there, because of a lot of Zimbabweans are complaining that you're sitting comfortably, you're speaking from a point of privilege, you're sitting comfortably in South Africa, and then yet they're suffering there in Zimbabwe. So by the looks of things, I think the ZANU-PF, it's only benefiting alone with their comrades, their cadres, whilst the people are suffering. I have a lot of Zimbabwean friends who are here in South Africa, who are my brothers, and we speak, and they speak about the condition there in Zimbabwe, that it's bad. Hence, they've migrated here to South Africa so that they can get a better life. So, we're experiencing a lot of Zimbabweans here in South Africa. Not only Zimbabweans, but other nationalities, Nigerians. And that thing now, it creates a huge problem, because of we have a lot of people who are unemployed. So they should go back and fix their countries and fight there. They must not turn South Africa into another Zimbabwe. They chased away white people, yet they are still after them here in South Africa. And white people must be careful, because of they always employ these people. Business people, they don't want to pay. They employ Zimbabweans and pay them cheap. It's a cheap labor, they pay them small amount of money, because of they don't want to pay. And there's this notion that no, South Africans are lazy. South Africans are not lazy, but it's because of the capitalistic mindset. They don't want to pay. They know that Zimbabweans are desperate. You can look at the restaurants and all these different companies where they deliver food. Predominantly it's Zimbabweans. And they know that they save with these people. They don't want to pay. They know that when they're dealing with South Africans, there's labor laws, there's unions. They don't want to deal with that. Hence you see the zamazamas and stuff. So another big part of the problem is the business people who are running away from paying people and using now Zimbabweans. And they must not be surprised when Zimbabweans turn against them. And others will end up killing them. You have stories about that. Zimbabweans killing farmers or their bosses. So it's bad. And the country must just fix this thing of illegal immigrants. I don't have a problem with Zimbabweans or Nigerians who came here legally. I have a problem with illegal immigrants who are committing crimes and very dangerous crimes, human trafficking, all these things. And I also have a problem with also Zimbabweans who come here to South Africa and pollute the rivers, commit crimes, do funny rituals. What else our government is there? Our borders are non-existent. And they get the arrogance because of the EFF. Always defend them. That they must find creative ways. Yes, we know they are our brothers. We love them, but they need to also clean their houses. Also, we have to clean our houses. And mainstream media, they are also to be blamed because of their giving these guys, these foreigners, a lot of airtime. And they're speaking about affairs of South Africa. Hence the disrespect, hence the arrogance. You won't find a South African in Zimbabwe speaking about ZANU-PF, speaking about CCC, speaking about Chamisa, speaking about Mnangagwa, commenting on the gold mafia. We do not do that. South Africa, we need leadership. We need proper leadership. Our state has failed. I remember the famous words of Frantz Fanon when he spoke about the pitfalls of the national consciousness. Nationalism has brought us the state failure. Hence, the state is failing. Because of nationalism and capitalism, they go hand in hand. So, that's why we find ourselves in this cul-de-sac. We cannot progress. The economy can't grow. Because of, he said that, Fanon, that a nationalistic elite or a national bourgeois who takes over power post-independence is an underdeveloped bourgeois, underdeveloped nationalist elite. Because of that person there, he represents a particular logic. And it's about retaining the status quo. It's not about people, but it's about retaining now the status quo. So we need to revisit this nationalism because of no political party. No political party will save us. No political party will liberate us. No leader will liberate us. We must get off this thing of always needing a Messiah. There's no Messiah. We need to imagine now our communities and change the structure, the colonial structure. We're not only dominated politically or economically, but also the society, how we're living, the structures. Because of colonialism, it's an epochal movement, which is supra-individual. The effects of colonialism, they far outlive the time and space. And colonialism has never stopped, still continuing. Colonialism is like a tidal wave. Once the country has been colonized, it is never the same. And after colonialism, you'll see with three simple structures. One, it's a migrated social structure, which it's imported wholesale to the colonized country. For example, the parliament, the university. Two, it creates transformed indigenous structures. After colonization, nothing remains the same. Even our cultures, even our art, they never have the same meaning. Everything changed. Colonialism totalized. We also have the emerging social structures, like ethnicity, which now we're having a lot of ethnic wars. Marxism cannot answer the problem of ethnic wars, where people from the same class are fighting each other. So we must look at things in a more detailed manner. We must go deeper on this. Peace.